It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show.
Looking first at the NL Central,
The Pirates
allowed only 5 hits as a staff.
as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 6-3. They now have 6 straight victories.
In the standings,
The Pirates are atop the NL Central, and the Brewers
are second in the division.
Scott Schebler
Launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total.
as the Reds took care of the Cardinals, 8-1.
Heading into the day,
The Cardinals are in 4th place in the NL Central, while the Reds
are at the bottom of the division.
The Chicago Cubs
Put up 16 hits on the day.
as they secured a win in extra innings over the Padres, 14-7.
As of right now,
The Padres are in last place in the NL West, while the Cubs
Welcome to Washington, D.C. for the 2018 Home Run Derby at Nationals Park. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination. Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. Hitting first, representing the Oakland A's, number 28, Osa. Let's see what he can do. Seconds left. That ends the round. A disappointing effort that time as he's unable to hit any home runs. And now the challenger, representing the Colorado Rockies, number 28, Nolan Arenado. The round has officially started. Here we go. Seconds left. Time's up. So that will do it. A disappointing effort that time as he's unable to hit any home runs. Hitting first in the tiebreaker from the Oakland A's, number 28, Osa. That one's out of here and into the second deck. 30 seconds left. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with just one home run. And he'll have to wait and see if that's enough. Let's start the tiebreaker. 90 seconds and counting. Our final contestant here on the tiebreak from the Colorado Rockies, number 28, Nolan Arenado. A long home run. Seconds left. And that is gonna do it. Representing the Philadelphia Phillies, number 17, Reese Hoskins. Seconds left. That's gone into the bullpen. That ends the round. He finishes with just one home run. And he'll have to wait and see if that holds up. Hitting second, the challenger, representing the LA Dodgers, Cody Ellinger. There's home run number 1. Seconds left. And that is going to be the one that does it. That ends the round. He finishes with 2 home runs. And he has earned a trip to the semifinal matchup. The round has officially begun. Up first in this head-to-head matchup, representing the Toronto Blue Jays, number 20, Josh Donaldson. There's home run number 1. Another home run. third consecutive home run. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. And we'll have to hope that's enough to advance. Up to the plate, the challenger, representing the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, number 27, Mike Trout. Let's see what he can do. Gone. That's his first home run. Number 2. 30 seconds left. That's 3 in a row. And that is gonna do it. That ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And that means he'll be moving on to the semifinal matchup. Hitting first, representing the Kansas City Royals, number 21, Lucas Duda. And that one gone. Into the second inning. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 2 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that's enough. Here we go. And now the challenger, representing the New York Mets, the 2-time defending champion, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes. 30 seconds left. That one is gone. His second home run. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with 2 home runs. That means we have a tie. And we'll enter a 90-second tiebreaker round. Our first contestant here in the tiebreak from the Kansas City Royals, Lucas Duda. That one's out of here and into the second deck. A very long home run. 30 seconds left. And that one's gone into the second deck. That ends the round. He finishes with 3 home runs. And he'll have to wait and see if that holds up. Now hitting the tiebreaker from the New York Mets, Yoenis Cespedes. The 90-second tiebreaker is underway. There's home run number 1. No doubt about that one. His 3rd in a row. 30 seconds left. And that is going to be the one that does it. Up first in the semifinal match, number 35, Cody Ellinger. A long home run. It's out of here into the upper deck. That one is gone. He has earned bonus time. That clears the wall. That one's out of here and into the second deck. No time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 5 home runs. And he'll have to hope that's enough to advance. Now hitting the challenger in this semifinal matchup, Nolan Arenado. 30 seconds left. There's home run number 1. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with just 1 home run. And that won't be enough to advance. Unfortunately, he has been eliminated. Let's start the clock. Up first in his semifinal matchup, number 27, Mike Trout. 30 seconds left. A very long home run. It's gone. He has earned an additional bonus time. That's gone. All the way out to the concourse. No doubt about that one. That ends the round. He finishes with a total of 4 home runs. And we'll have to wait and see if that's enough. Now hitting the challenger in this semifinal matchup, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes. Here we go. Gone. That's his first home run. Another home run. 30 seconds. Number 3, no time remaining. That will do it. He finishes with 3 home runs. That's not quite enough. He has been eliminated from the competition. Let's see what he can do. There's home run number 1. Seconds left. And that one gone into the second inning. Time's up. So that will do it. He finishes with 2 home runs. And you'll have to wait and see if that holds up. And now, the challenger in this championship round, number 27, Mike Trout. Here we go. That clears the wall. No doubt about that one. 30 seconds left. And that will be the one that crowns our champion. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Mike Trout.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network from our nation's capital. Welcome inside Nationals Park, the Midsummer Classic between the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 National League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Trevor Williams, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Striding in, Eduardo Nunez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado comes up with it. And there's one gone to start the night. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
So stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Williams has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Batting third, from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Digging in, Mike Trout, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the American League nothing, National Leaguers coming to bat. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, exclusively on MLB Network. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, Dylan Bundy's come a long way. It wasn't that long ago where he went to camp and he had to make the team coming out of spring training. Former first-round draft pick out of high school from Oklahoma, 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good overhand 12-6 curveball and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He's turned himself into one of the league's premier pitchers.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hard bullet single to left field on a pitch that was kind of middle down in the zone, D-Row, and he's going to have to make some better pitches than that one.
Yeah, if he's going to leave pitches over the heart of the plate, he's going to have a long night. The middle of this order does serious damage.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting fourth from the Colorado Rockies.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Carlos Correa now. They'll get us started in the top of the second.
Designated hitter, Carlos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
All right, so here's how the National League All-Stars line up on D. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year, he's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit the other way out toward right field. McCutchen is under it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go in the American League. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So striding forward now, Freddie Freeman set to lead off the home half of the second.
Freddie Freeman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
All right, let's check out the American League All-Stars on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Denard Span. Can he play center field the way he used to in his Minnesota days? Probably not. But what he does is make up for it with savvy and smarts and baseball acumen. Look for him to make a big play on defense today.
Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. That's 1-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Squared that one up just a little late. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fly ball right down the line in left. Span on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson.
Left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bounce it to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. So striding in, JT Realmuto. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. His previous history with Trevor Williams, he's a perfect 2 for 2. He also has 1 home run. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Behind 0-2 now. Arenado is over to take a look, and that's going to land foul. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Dallas Keuchel, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Dallas Keuchel.
Standing in, Buster Posey. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Buster Posey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Span is right there, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting ninth from the San Francisco Giants, right fielder.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Nunez fields it cleanly. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Up next for the National League, the shortstop.
Riding in once again, Trey Turner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And he will smartly swipe that ball away in foul territory, so we likely won't see the bunt again now with 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Duda's up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Ready for another chance? Eduardo Nunez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. McCutchen is under it. 2 gone. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with him physically, but it seems a very quick hook as he's gone after not allowing a single run.
Now pitching for the National League.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Now another 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. American League goes down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Jordan Montgomery, a lefty standing 6'6", takes over the pitching duties here. Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Span is underneath this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a missed drag bunt attempt for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the Puerto Rican sensation and former #1 overall pick Carlos Correa gets set to start the inning. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Right down the chute that time, 1-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch-out, 1 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. No runs, no hits, no errors thus far for the American League. Line to the right side, but foul. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up. Arenado is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Mookie Betts. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's taken for strike 1. No runs, no hits, no errors thus far for the American League. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the American League. Halfway home, still no score. Kevin Gausman, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. So coming to the plate, Freddie Freeman, his career numbers against Kevin Gausman. He's hitless in 6 tries. Here comes the first pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Trout has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Digging in now, JT Realmuto. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Strike, and it's 2-1. Popped him up. But that's out of play off the top of the home dugout. The 2-2. Fouled off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's Lucas Duda now. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bases are empty, one man out. Neck-high fastball that time.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. In for strike two. 2 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Tyler Skaggs enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 45, Tyler Skaggs.
Here's Buster Posey now. His career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 1 for 5.
Buster Posey.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Under it is Bogarts, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Ready for another shot now. Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. One and one. 2-1 the count to Trey Turner. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now another 2-2. Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. NL down in. Back here on MLB Network. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Heading for second is Dozier. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Brad Hand comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Brad Hand.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Aaron Judge will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 99.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
His career line against Brad Hand. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Castillo is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One hit, one left. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital, and we still have no score. Brian Dozier will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Now playing second base, number 2.
Manny Machado will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop.
Now at shortstop, number 13.
Aaron Judge will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Number 99.
Alex Colomé gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Cesar Hernandez.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's running, line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Comes set with the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Judge is on his horse. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And a very important insurance run comes across the score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Oh, look at Machado. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the National League 2 and the American League nothing. Ryan Healy is going to be asked to get things going here as a leadoff the top of the 8th.
Number 27, Ryan Healy.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Blackman is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Nomar Mazara will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And misses inside with that one. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready once again, JT Realmuto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Kenley Jansen enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. Strike 3. American League goes down in order. Ryan Healy is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Nomar Mazara will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Kelvin Herrera is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 40, Kelvin Herrera.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down. Wow.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Now at the plate, Buster Posey. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses. Strike 1. Liner in there for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Andrew McCutcheon is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third base line. Posey Stands at second with no outs. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Trey Turner. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Posey ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. The tag, and they got him coming back to third.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Striding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A pitch out. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag there, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. On to the 9th inning from our nation's capital. It's now 3-0. Here's Lucas Duda now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Felipe Vasquez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 73.
Here comes the first pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Calling a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Dickerson. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on pace with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
In now, Denard Span. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Again, a 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Oh, he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The National League All-Stars jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Brad Hand gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious National League All-Stars. 3 runs on 7.
From the Queen City, we're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Anthony DeSclafani gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0.
Oh, a diving stop at third. He goes to first. Hey now.
Great reaction on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Up next for the Buccos, Starling Marte. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. In there, and it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Lays off 2-2 now. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 outs.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And a dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Corey Dickerson, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. He's on the move again from first. Hit hard on the ground to second. Jeanette is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Trevor Williams will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. D-Row, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. With a moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'm a bit concerned about Billy Hamilton right now. For whatever reason, he's been absolutely atrocious at home. He's hitting under 200 in front of his home crowd, and I don't know how to explain it. Maybe he's just putting too much pressure on himself. I know this. These fans are really ready for him to break out here at home.
This is in the air out to right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. In is Joey Votto now, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Behind 0-2 now. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati with no score. Josh Bell the next to hit. Having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. Duvall on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Schebler is in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the upper deck and gone. A 2-run shot here for David Freese. 6th home run on the season for him, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Boy, you can see that he was dialed in on his curve from the second he released it. He saw the spin, knew it was coming back over the plate, and just crushed it. He was tracking it all the way.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. The average has been good. 306 to start the day. 2 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
Stepping in now, Trevor Williams. As he sends it on the ground to first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this. In now for the Reds, Eugenio Suarez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on infielder third baseman David Freese. We all know the history. One of the most dramatic home runs in St. Louis Cardinal history. This guy doesn't get enough credit for being a very reliable defender. Look for him to make a big play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. His previous history with Trevor Williams, just a 3 for 13 batting line. He's taken him deep once. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And that'll be the second out.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Scott Shebler.
Stepping into the box, Scott Shebler. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And as we check out our Reds leaderboard, we find that he currently sits third best on the club in that department. Coming to the plate now, Adam Duvall, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, to short, hit hard. Frazier has it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hamilton is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
and that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Here's the first pitch to him. Cue shot here out towards short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Here's Starling Marte. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Shebler has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
now batting.
Ready now, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Well, this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. One and 2. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. Now at the plate, Anthony DeSclafani, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. One and 2 the count to the Reds pitcher. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Billy Hamilton is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Dribbled to the right side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Josh Bell the next to hit.
Number 55, John.
Here it comes. And he popped him up. In there, a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we check out our Pittsburgh Pirate leaderboard, you can see that he currently sits second best on the team in that category. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for second on the ground to the right side. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece.
Up next for the Pirates.
Here's David Freese to stand in.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is under it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Bell on third with 2 out. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Hit hard towards center. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. In now, Jose Peraza will start things off here for Cincinnati. Joey Votto to follow next. First pitch coming, here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Fouled off. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Fans, remember that it's Friday night here at the ballpark. That means stick around after the game for another Fireworks Friday presented by MLB The Show. Presentation will begin approximately 15 minutes after the final out, so be sure to stay in your seats following the game.
In is Joey Votto now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
That misses, 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eugenio Suarez hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And a fastball is in there for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
He pulls this one into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And that in. Josh Harrison stands in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Second baseman, John.
First offering on its way. Towards second. And this is taken for the out.
Now batting, shortstop,
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Duvall. 2 gone. Now in the box, Starling Marte. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Line softly toward the hole. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Hit back up the middle. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Pirates. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hit hard on the ground at first. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Now to the plate, Adam Duvall. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. 0-1, here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tucker Barnhart. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Michael Lorenzen takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Settling in now, Josh Bell. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
For the Pirates, the first baseman, number 55.
First pitch of the at-bat. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And there's out number 1.
Now batting.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Suarez loves it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman,
David Freese will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Grounded to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Jesse Winker is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. And that one just missed outside. The average at 284 to begin play. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1. It's a fastball that misses.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in once again, Jose Peraza. Fly out and a single for him so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Austin Bryce is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Hamilton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as the lefties begun to heat up down there. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Three runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. fly ball out toward left center field. Duvall sprinting after it. He makes the running play. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Josh Harrison. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Into the box, Adam Frazier. Runners off for second. Swing and a liner. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Stepping up now, Joey Votto. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Looking to send him packing again. Right side, hit hard. Harrison has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Too high, 1-0.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Ball 2. Two and 1 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Scooter Gennett will be next. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that's in there for strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Reds are down in order, still down 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Dickerson stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Scorched to third. Suarez is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Standing in, Adam Duvall. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Fouled away. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Tucker Barnhart. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Stepping in, David Freese. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Runners on the move for second. Line toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Now batting, pitcher, Trevor Williams.
Michael Taylor will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Michael Taylor.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Taylor is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days, there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in his case, he shines in many ways. Runner going a second time. Pitch outside. The throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Nothing. Rosell Herrera will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Felipe Vasquez comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. And he gets ahead 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
And here's Jose Peraza as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. In prior matchups with Felipe Vasquez, not great. He's 1 for 8. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys.
It's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Pittsburgh Pirates took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Trevor Williams earns his 12th victory in the ball game, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Felipe Vasquez closes the door for the save, his 30th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight.